Hey, good morning, everybody. I know everybody is like, what's going on? What happened yesterday? It's story time. I'm getting ready to fill you guys in. We all know that I did my first engagement speaker. I was invited from the city. Actually, it was my first paid one as well. And I was going to meet a lot of the 187 murderers that are on trial right now and that have gotten sentenced. And so I was kind of a little bit uneasy yesterday because I really didn't know how effective I was going to be. I know I was going to be good because I know me, but I didn't know how effective going into a room with a whole bunch of them, at one time, because I know this is the goon tank I'm going into. I know this is the life and death tank that I'm about to go into. I know this is the tank that I'm getting ready to go to where there's no limits, no risk, no nothing. There's nothing to lose. Do you get where I'm coming from? I know what tank I'm getting ready to walk up in, but I don't know if I'm going to walk out like I walked in. Because when you're dealing with people that don't got nothing left and nothing to lose, you can put yourself in a real bad situation. So, no, I was never thinking about walking in there, how I do get down sometimes with the rah-rah. I knew a respect level had to be laid down before I got there, y'all. So I just want to say to you, I passed my expectations. I'm so proud of me right now to know how I drove up in there, got at the gate. I thought, oh, okay, I've been to Bruno before. So visiting that, back in the day. So you pull up on the dirt road and you wait for hours out there till the visit came in. They was like, oh no, Miss Mitchell, you going straight on through. I'm like, who, me? Wait a minute, let me take my glasses off. Who, me? They like, oh yeah, come on through. So they open up the slide doors. The gates open up. Where's your ID? Took my ID. They said, go on up there and park up the hill. I'm parking on the side with the employees. And I'm like, dang, I ain't even seen this jump off. You know what I'm saying? When I was coming off of buses, not to Bruno, because we all know that was a men's facility. So I'm looking like, wait, I'm really like, I'm free. Like after all these years and after all those times I sat down, like I'm really coming in here like this was a dream for me. And I really tried to pass this to somebody else, like because I know what this means. See, I know what this means. I know this is the start. I know it. I've been dealing in this game with mental health and these different personalities and psychosis and just, going through these trainings and in-services, dialectical behavior, wellness recovery coach. I've been doing this for many years now, and I'm bad. I'm good at what I do. They give me the worst of the apple bunch. It's always been like that. I get the bottom of the barrel. That's where I start with. I start with the at risk. Okay, I always have, and I break it down because I keep it 100. So I went in. Felicia, she's running her own program. It's 20 years now, Discovery, and I want to keep it real. Because this was a woman, I just posted her, now some people like, we want you to run for the mayor. She like, I'm not going to do that, da-da-da-da. But you know what I'm saying? She good with what she do. And the thing about her is she care about people. See, I met her a long time ago in 1998. Like I said, I was a struggling student. I was in a class in sociology. I was in my early 30s. I had never had a job before. And I met a Dr. Zelty Crawford at the College of San Mateo. Y'all know him. He bad. Yeah, Dr. Crawford. Yeah. I know everybody going, woo, he bad. He about his people, And he asked me, he said, what you want to do? See, I wasn't used to that. See, I kept going through there, running through there with a number on me. And they told me what I was going to do. That's what they tell me. This what you going to do. You're going to go to these classes. You're going to go to do this. So this is the first time somebody asked me, what do you want to do with your life? I'm like, wow. I'm in early 30s. This is the first time somebody told me and asked me, what you want to do? What you want to do? And I said, I want to help women. I don't want to see women keep going to prison. Whoa, when I tell you it's a bad situation over there, especially that Chowchilla shit, like I've been spoiled. I got a little spoiled, and I know that sound crazy. But the feds and state them two different ball games, y'all. I'ma keep it real. Two different ball games. Okay. So I said I can't I never been around women that were never, ever coming home. That was new to me. Like, you not never coming home? Never? Ever? Like, that was scary for me. I ain't gonna even lie. It was scary. So I said, I gotta stop this. I need to get with these women, get with these young girls, cause I was getting older, and I would get out, and the girls in my daughter's age frame, they would run and they would be like, Sony, I'm gonna be just like you. I'm gonna be just, because they see me rolling up in the Benzes and having the diamonds. And San Francisco, we always laid it down. The girls down there, we jump out with the full length mink coats. And it's sunny outside. That's how we did it. You know what I'm saying? So, we flossed. That's how we did it. Audrey, Pat, Sweet C, we gave them business. We stood on business. Tony Bell, it was a crew of us. Diamond Dee, Lynn Newt, we did that. We was them chicks. High Power, Gail Russell, I could go on and on. Some real G's, you know what I'm saying? So the jump out was real, and so I was just like, you want to be like who? Me? Me? And I'm thinking, bitch, you ain't even shit. You out here hustling. You making shit happen. Like, I don't want nobody to look up to me. Not like this. Cause see, I got it. Cause I had the streets raise me. See, that's the part a lot of people don't get. The foundation of who you are come from having parents and good parents. So my shit was ugly from the start. I didn't even have a chance. Myself was left open. I was being touched on. I didn't even have a nub up here to rub on. You see that? I didn't even have nothing to rub on. And I was getting touched by an old motherfucker. You leave your kids unsafe. Them girls, now we worry about them boys being left unsafe. That wasn't normal. Now that shit, that's why I do the work I do. I got some war stories for y'all. But I went in that tank with them men, and I sat around and I looked at about 30 of them almost, maybe 25. I was evaluating them while they was evaluating me. So the kickoff was real. It started off good, y'all. I was just like, I told them how I met Felicia. I was a struggling student, and she changed my life around from what she said. When she left out of that class after 45 minutes, I knew it was time for me to get myself together, because I was a candidate for a 3 strike. Me and my brother both got released together, and he was already gone before Christmas. We came home both in October. He was gone by December. They striked him down in San Mateo County, and that was it. He did the rest of his life. He was about 22, 23 years old. I couldn't even believe it. I tried to save him, but I couldn't. You know what I'm saying? Because he was in an abusive relationship. Y'all know my dad was a boxer, okay? And he was a fool, okay? Not a fool upstairs. But, there was a lot of abuse, going on, and so, I can remember my little brother, Larry, he was getting beat, real bad, and stuff like that. And it just really, bothered me, and stuff like that. And my dad had hands. And so it was like, if you didn't do what he say to do, how he wanted to do it, he was going to bust you upside your head, and that's just how it was. He didn't care. Woman, man, kid, he fights all species. Okay, that's just who he was. The neighbors, so that's just how my dad was. He had one of them type of personalities. He was short patience, and that's just who he was. And everybody that met my dad, you either loved him or you hated him. And that was the deal, so, and he was my daddy, you know what I'm saying? So that's all I knew, and so, and the situation, mom's got on, left, didn't look back, shoot, I can't knock that, you know what I'm saying? But shit, some women do it and some don't. I don't know the whole history of it, but hey, she was out, okay? She was out, but, and stayed out, so that's neither here nor there. So I don't want to get off a cue, but I want to tell you guys, I went up in there and I had their attention. I had their attention, and they had feedback for me too as we was kicking it across the, the room. They was coming with their questions, but one of them sat with me. I ain't gonna even lie. I ended up knowing more than half of that room. Some type of way. It went crazy. I said, oh shit. Especially when I started talking about my son. I got one king left. And it was some animosity up in there. They like, moms is up in this. Oh, hell no. So it went that way too. I ain't gonna even lie, because I had asked him, maybe you can come slide up there with me. He was like, oh, hell no, mom. I can't go up in there. Woo, woo, woo. We got some real serious street shit going on. You know what I'm saying? And when I got there, that's when I knew. But also when I left there, I know they looked at me and said, that's that dude, mama. I'm trying to refrain from using the word nigga and all of that stuff. I'm trying to refrain from cursing so much too. I'm in training right now, you guys. And so they was looking like, this his mama? She with the shit though. Like, man, we damn near gotta give him a pass. Like, she coming with some real shit. Like, like I told him, things is different. One time we went across the board and I had to tell them, they touched bases. I said, well, shit is a lot different now. You know what I'm saying? People doing a lot of telling now. See, back in the days when we came up, under that oath, them real OGs, because I had some homework for them. So, I had some homework for them. I had some homework. When they seen these real OGs like that, y'all see it? They went berserk. See, they solid. They the real. They the truth. And that's what I'm saying. When they came across there, they said they the truth. That's PA. I didn't have my Oakland one. I was mad I didn't have it because I couldn't print them all out. I didn't forget about you Oakland ones. Them real ones. Them heroes. Okay? They knew what to do. And they still here. Them OGs. They not even making it no more. Y'all going straight in boxes. And that's what I was telling them. They was like, well, what's the secret? Well, what's the secret? I said, if you don't know the secret, I got to tell you the secret. How to make it. It's trust nobody. You can't trust nobody. People talking and yapping. I was surprised when one of them told me, well, you know what? It ain't called snitching no more. I want to hear what it was called. I'm looking like, well, hey, wait to teach me this shit. Because I knew the code. It ain't snitching no more. What is it? He said, well, it's not called snitching no more. It's just called telling the truth. I said, is that right? So that's what that is? I just started laughing. That opened up the whole door. The whole room was side to side. So I said, oh, they ain't really feeling that question at all. So they was like, and you right. And so we went across some other stuff, a lot of what really touched bases with me, and I'm going to just keep it real. I'm sitting in a room with about 27 men. And do you know they all came from the life of a group home? Every last one. And that's the job I do. And it was crazy because I just talked to a few of my boys the day before. Because they starting to turn 18 and that scares me. Because we putting them out there. And when we putting them out there, throwing them out there in them streets like that, guess what? You guys put us at risk. You put us at the risk. The community. Because they let them go. And they already wild animals. We can't do that. We can't let them graduate from these programs. We can't move them out to the streets. They not street material like that. They street material, but they not society. We can't put these people, these kids in. This is what's happening. This is where all these families is getting killed and murders and robberies and all of this stuff. They don't have the background. They don't have the tools, the life skills to make it. All of them. I sat with one. I was like, damn. He was like, I was a crack baby. I was a crack baby. Father busted, mama busted. I ain't never had a chance. I was abused my whole life. I said, wow. He was like, then my mama died. He said they took me to her funeral. He said I sat on the front bench. I didn't even drop a tear. I said, wow. So, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to get soft because of what they did. And the ones that I talked to, they all kind of, had the role where it was self-defense. So, I'm not trying to be the judge. That's what I don't do. I don't know the stories. I know one was uncomfortable because he knew who I was. He had to dismiss himself from the room. Yeah, I felt that was best. I ain't gonna go there. But I knew what time it was. So it was good. But we got on the part where, at one point I started talking to him about the streets, my old days, because I was a menace. I was a menace to society. I didn't have that upbringing. I ain't never been a kid. I ain't never remember having a birthday cake, but probably one in my life. And that was from my grandmother, before I went off into the system. Yeah, me. How you gonna throw me away? And I'm 5 years old with a family. Come from good background stock too. Good stock. They left me for dead. I went right into a system. I can still remember staying in the house. Her name was Thelma in Lakeview. Right on the corner on Randolph. I had a roommate. She smoked chain cigarettes. The white lady, chain cigarettes. I was 5 years old. How you gonna do that? But shit, look at me. Look at me now. Look at me now. I would never leave my kids for dead like that. How you do that? Y'all don't even know half of a story that happened to me. Okay? I was a pretty ass little girl. Okay? I'm bad now at my age. So you can imagine how you do that. Keep telling y'all better watch them girls. I'm real typical. Yeah, like I said, I was in a 19-year relationship. I didn't have to worry. That's why I was with the dude that I was with. Because one thing he didn't do, he wasn't touching my girls. So, when I'm trying to figure this out, I'll be serious about it. I need the right question to be answered if I'm feeling insecure. Because I'm going to ask about my daughters. I'm supposed to because I'm their mother. I got to make sure they safe. Because I trust you. I trust you. When I'm dealing with somebody, it's all trust. And some don't know. Because I'm the person gonna make sure you got everything you need. But it got to be real. I'm a good woman to have. And that's what I do know. Okay? So, we got on one touchy subject. And I was just like, I don't understand y'all. How y'all can shoot and kill up each other. Y'all can go, got up and got like a gun gesture and pow, like it ain't nothing. But y'all get ready to suit up and go do a robbery. Y'all got to go around the block 9 times to get some courage. What kind of shit is that? Before you can even get some courage. Because see, they always told me, Sonya, you got more heart than the niggas do. I'm just saying this is how they felt about me. You got some heart. You the jump out queen. How many times we gonna hit the block to get some money? I'm keeping 100, y'all. I had kids, not my kids. I had to feed kids. I had to make a way. So it wasn't easy on me, y'all. It was not. And I'm looking at y'all. Y'all gonna really go around this block 9 times? That's what I don't understand. Like I told them about the men, they was in there laughing like hell. They talk about, well, shoot, you ain't lying. You ain't lying because I'm scared to steal anything. I said, but you ain't scared to take a life though. He just dropped his head down. Just dropped his head down because he knew I was telling the truth. At least the people gonna get all their insurance back. But you could go take a life in a minute. Just jump out, boom, and it's over with. We can't keep moving like that. We can't keep doing that. You know, like I said, I went to a function and took a picture, and all 6 of us buried our sons. So when you do the math, you got 6 shooters, and you got 6 in the casket. All them dudes that I talked to last night, a lot of them had 30 years they was looking at or more. A couple had 15, and some was never even coming home. They was fighting life sentences. When I say it was a room with some nice looking brothers in there, Hispanics, and then some Asians too, a few in there. It just turned me, because I just knew that they was fighting for their life. That's what I'm saying. They was fighting for their life, you know, but they took a life, and now they fighting for theirs, you know. And I met some. I'm gonna keep it real. The energy was like, it is what it is, you know. I felt that energy strong. It is what it is. So everybody ain't gonna be on point. I get that. You know, some people had an animosity built in them. Because like I told them, some of y'all is monsters. I know what it is to be a monster. I know what it is to be a monster. Because I was raised around monsters all my life. That's when I was a youngster, I had to find a monster. You know, that's what you need to feel secure about. It's the lifestyle that you end up bringing in, and it's not good. It's not good. You know, that's why you got to have a foundation with your kids. This is why I do the work that I do. I'm saving these boys' lives. I don't come in here playing with them. I ain't coming in here playing with them. You got to want better. You got to. Even if you got a whole day hand. You know how many times I took Dada to jobs and waited in the car? How many times I went to Walmart and bought my son, you know, the containers, you know, the plastic ones that's like about $6, $7 you could pack clothes in and shit. I'll fill them up with Gatorades, cup of noodle soups, you know, all kind of stuff. Buy him a pillow and a blanket when he had to have them jobs where he was doing forklift and working overnight. I sat there with my son. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I was trying to be a good mom because I didn't never have a mother. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have nobody training me. Not even to be a woman. Not even to be a woman. The first man I had, he was the one that taught me how to even take a bath. I wasn't even using a washcloth. I keep it 100. A washcloth. He came in the bathroom. He said, "What you doing?" I just was soaping up. Lathering up my body. He said, "If you don't get your ass a washcloth," and what he said, "Let me show you how to I'm gonna show you how to take a bath." I was 19 years old. 19, I keep it real. I'm not getting ready to fake for nobody about nothing. I'm telling y'all about life for some people. Just like I told you, I never had seen nobody watering no lawn and all that when I was watering the tree up at the top. I'm going to keep it real. You know? So, you learn what you taught. I keep telling y'all it's a procedure to this. And we got to help these young men. Like, oh, I felt like they was like, "Can I write you?" and stuff. But, you know, Felicia let them know I can't have no contact with them like that, you know, and stuff like that. You know, and then some of them knew some people I'm real close to. They was just real pumped, you know what I'm saying? And I just was feeling a little bad about the situations, especially when I was hearing the background of them, like getting the whole story. You know, they start telling me, you know, like they life, you know, like, you know, and they all starting from when they kids, y'all. All they stories is starting from when they was kids. And that's why I say I'm in here right now with these boys. I got to save them, y'all. I got to save these boys. They so cool. They love me so much. You know, I need their love. I need it. I feel so loved by them. I come to work. I do my job. I do everything I'm supposed to do. I ain't gonna even lie. When I left there, I came in early because I had to go to work, y'all. I've been up all night from the night before. I ain't gonna even lie. I know they would have been mad at me, my job. I said, "Y'all want some Slurpees?" You know? I ran over there, 7-Eleven was closed 5 minutes before 12. Then I went to the 8 p.m. station. You know them Slurpees can get messy. I had a box of them. They was sliding all around the car, Slurpee sliding down on the side. Because I was like, oh, I got to hurry up and get back. This boy got to get relief at 12 o'clock. And I'm in here buying them Slurpees and shit. Because they was up. Once we get a new kid, they high functioning. You know what I'm saying? They trying to fill them out. They trying to be all cool. So we got a new one yesterday. And he was good, cool little kid, you know. So I came in and met him, you know. And I was like, I miss Sonia, you know, I'm cool staff. That's what they say. They went crazy, you know what I'm saying? But I just try to, you know, let them know that somebody love them. Because this is what's wrong with this world. That's why we had a room with 30, they was 18 years old to 31 years old. I'm telling you, when I left up in there, all of them felt like they ain't never been loved. Yeah, that's what it is. You be mad. I was mad for a long time, y'all. I was an angry young woman, you know, and you know, in some of my relationships, I'm tough. You got to have tough skin to be with me. Like, I don't even know how Red dealt with me for 19 years. Like, for real, you know, but I was a good woman though. But the affectionate sometimes not all the way there. You know, you be scared. You know, you just be like, you know, I'm trying to, you know, tell my kids, you know, I love them more, you know, and stuff like that, because sometimes they miss all of that, you know. But I'm trying to cut down on my time and save some time. I just want to tell y'all that it was a beautiful experience for me. You know, it was my first paid engagement. Also, I know I was in the right place. You know, because after I started talking about them and talking about my boys at the group home, I couldn't even believe the program. They wrote me another check, you guys. They wrote me a check, another check, you know, for me to spend some time with my boys, you know, and I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I, you know, take them out somewhere real nice and spend a day with them. Let my boss know, you know, and on top of what I left with, you know, in my envelope. And that was really, really, really nice, you know, and that's what happened when you meet good people, you know. I've been invited to come back again, to let you guys know that. I appreciate some people that reached out to me and touched me and made my day, you know, that I know care about me. And that one was K-Dub. I called you, K-Dub. You left me a message, and I really appreciate you. I love you, always have, and respected you. Lynn Westery, you had my back. I talked to you after I left the program. You know, Sharon, she lives out... I'm Gangsta Shorty lived where she lives at, but she faith and favor. And I couldn't call you and say the prayer over us because the phones was locked down. Once I got in, the reception was bad up there, you know. Adrian, my girl, she checked on me, and Angela, I did touch bases with Charlie and let her know I was going through the gates, and you know, I was a little nervous, you know. So yeah, I did that. I put it down, y'all. They got the feeling of how the mothers is feeling. There was a lot of questions asked. But before I end, because my time is getting short, I'm putting myself on a time clock. I'm going to share a story with y'all. You know I got to do a story time and have y'all laugh before I cut out. So y'all know I did share a story with them that I had been to Bruno the last time I've been there. And it got ugly when I was at Bruno. I'm going to tell you, I was such a damn fool back in the day. So I was fresh out. I went up there. I needed a car for my baby daddy. I had just had my son. And my son was born in custody too. So it's like, you know, I'm not afraid to talk about my life. I'm not. And, you know, to have a child and have them stripped out of your hands, it's the worst thing that happened. It was my first son, you know, and I had to go lay down, you know, and finish what I needed to do. They took my baby from me. And I just want to say this. I got money. Don't look at me and think, well, she a dope fiend, drugs. I ain't never did no drugs. Anybody will tell you that know me. I don't smoke cigarettes, never did no dope, never did no drugs, never smoked no weed, no coke, no nothing, okay? All right? Nothing. Okay? And so I went up there. I ain't never had nobody give me nothing. But I met a man, you know? And he actually, on the case that I had, he bailed me out on. So, you know, I was, you know, getting money and paying him back. It got me out a few thousand. And one day he said, man, you know what? There's niggas out here that owe me money. I like you. Let me take your ass out. I was looking like he ain't really my type. Y'all know I'm going to keep it 100. You know, so my friends, they was like, girl, if you don't get on him, you tripping. So I said, okay, I'm going to go out. So first day we went on, we got ready to go back home. I ain't gonna lie. I had a Section 8 apartment, a mattress on the floor, fresh out, a table, and the stools you sit on, all them wasn't even screwed in. I didn't have nothing. Nothing. Some water in the refrigerator. Fresh out. I'm thinking about already hustling. I got to go get some money. I got to make it happen. I got to flip this. All I got is a Section 8 apartment. So he stopped at the Safeway. He went in there. I never forgot it. He said, get a basket. And I got a basket. We started going in there. He said, don't put no pork in the baskets. I said, okay. So they was full to the tip top. 2 baskets of groceries. I'm thinking, what the hell? This nigga got me wasting my time up in here with this shit. You know, what is this about? So I'm just throwing food up in there. When we got ready to pull up to the house, he said, man, go get a few of them bitches that's up in that house and help them bring these groceries up. I was looking like, did he just really buy me all these groceries? Like about $500 worth of groceries back then. You know, I looked like, wow. And in the midst of this happening, within the next 30 days, I had a house full of furniture, brand new, stock, showroom floors. My life had changed it tremendously. I never had nobody take care of me. Nobody ever looked out for me like that. At that point, it became scary for me. As I said, oh, nah. You know, he was a womanizer, y'all. Y'all know how that go when they get money. Oh, yeah, they stay in their face when they get money. They call them ballers. You know, so I knocked me one. You know, and they was like, ooh, Sony is getting spoiled over there. We get ready to get that. You know, so I'm out. I didn't have the baby by him. And I go up to Bruno to go visit him because I need a car. You know? And there's a lot of whispering going on back and forth. And I'm like, what is these? I'm with about 4 of them, my friends. You know, fresh out. They all around me, flocking around me. I'm like, what's going on? What's all this whispering shit? It's a nice little car, a Honda across the street. Let's say a pretty brown-skinned girl over there, long, thick hair and shit. I ain't gonna say her name. I ain't gonna bust you out. It's the only motherfucking chick I've been jealous of in my whole life. My whole life, y'all. Just her. She loves me to tell a story, but I ain't gonna tell her name, okay? Woo! She drove me crazy. Ooh, Lord have mercy, did she? So they finally said, yeah, you know, Biggs got eyes for her. I said, Biggs got eyes for, let me take my glasses off, for who? They started getting messy. They said, yeah, I think he was getting ready to buy her a mink coat or something from Deanna. I said, oh, nah, this bitch stepping on my toes, y'all. A mink coat? They was like, well, fox coat, something like that. She was trying to get it. I said, yeah, I didn't heard about her. Run her name, though. I said, oh, yeah, she been out there. Yeah, okay. She been running some of the major bosses, too. We hitting back doors. I said, you know what? I said, let me out. I went and knocked on her door, y'all. The car window. She said, excuse me? I said, roll that window down, bitch. She said, what? Oh, no, I can't talk to you. I already heard that you were very ignorant. Very ignorant. I just don't do that. I just don't. I'm sorry. And wrote the window back up. I was banging on the window. Nina Boo and them was all out there. They like, come on now, Sony. I couldn't control myself, y'all. I was going out. So her aunt got out the car, big lady. She was like, you being real disrespectful. I was like, bitch, what's up with you? Like, I'm on the gravel. Like, I'm trying to fight you, her, whoever. I ain't gonna even lie. About my money, it's going down right here at the county jail. So I went back in the car. I was too mad to cry. I was upset, y'all. Got in the car, jumped in the car. In the backseat, they all whispering, being messy as fuck. You know how these chicks be. They starting a whole bunch of shit. Let me overhear them. I'm boiling, right? So I go back over to her car, knocking on her car, fucking with her and shit. She like, can you please leave me alone? So the security come out talking about they go in to visit if I keep it up. I'm like, I don't give a fuck, because she's not going in there. Not this bad bitch. Who? She ain't going to visit. So I went back and settled down. I tried to get calm. I wanted to go to the window, spit in the car in her face, and she wasn't playing all that. She wouldn't roll the window down. I was tripping, y'all. I ain't gonna even lie. I do 1,000. I do 1,000. So went back in the car, sat in the car, but this is all old shit. This is years ago. We talking about my son 35, okay? So let's make sure we on the page that this is not updated, okay? This is 35 years ago story. We just telling the story time. So I went back to the car, y'all, because everybody acts crazy sometime, because I was losing it. I was about that money. Woo! So I went back to the car. I said, I got to be nice to her. I got to figure out how I'm going to go in here and see him. So I went over there. I said, look, I said, you know he loved me, right? She was like, well, I don't know. I said, well, I'm going to show you he do. Can I go in there and visit? Because you got to visit before me. Can we go together and visit? She was cool. She said, we could do that. I said, this is my type of chick right here. Woo. After I did that, I said, well, I got to be nice. You know, I can't blow this step. So she said, we started walking up the hill to go in there. So I said, you going to let me go in first, right? So you can peep this nigga. She said, yeah, go on in there. I walked up in there. He was cheesy. Yeah, that's my bitch. She here. And she peeped around that corner and seen it. He was happy as hell. I said, nigga, is this what we doing? Is this what we doing, nigga? I said, you got me. Well, I was in the halfway house. I ain't gonna even lie. It's hard to tell the story if you ain't gonna keep it real. I said, you out here like this? I said, ooh, I start going crazy. Right there in the jail, and you know, all the friends is on the phone like, ooh, she mad, right? Y'all won't believe what I did. My crazy ass did. I got that damn phone and I hit that window with that phone and it crushed into 1,000 pieces. The alarms to the whole Bruno jail went off. They came running in with gas suits on, helmets. They threw them up against the wall. They said, he did it. You know, I was like, I started trying to get up out of there. You know, I was getting ready to go back. I didn't want to go back for a violation. He was like, he did it. I said, oh my God, I can't believe what happened. I had to do it, y'all. I did. I ain't gonna lie. Did he really do that? Oh my God. I was trying to ease up out of there. One of my partners, she was with me legally. She said, oh, you in trouble now, Sony. Oh, I said, shut up. Get me up out of here. Got up out of there. He called me the next day. He said, look, check this out. You better call my lawyer. They done gave me destroying property. They done gave me some more time. You need to. I said, I ain't doing none of that. None of it. Okay? I said, you think I'm getting ready to go up there and tell them that and you going to keep your visits and I can't come back and none of that? Nah, you ain't getting no visits or nothing else, nigga. Okay? And that's just what happened. But we laughed about it. You know what I'm saying? They was like, no, you didn't. I busted every piece of glass out that window. Okay? And got up out of there. So that's just to tell you about a little story time event that happened in my life. But peace out. I got to go.